How do you find the best contractors? Not just any contractors, but good contractors that you know a lot of investors are keeping a tight lip about, but they're using on a month-to-month basis. How do you find those great contractors? As you all know, I am looking for a contractor for one of my brrrr properties. I've been having some contractors come out and view my property, but I've been getting success in finding the ones that a lot of investors and people are using around the area. And so in today's video, I'm going to show you all how I've been able to find these good contractors. Well, the number one way I've been able to find them and then have them come out to meet me at the property to take a look at my property and then later give me a scope. So this video is filled with so much awesome value. I'm going to share my screen with you all. And so all I ask is that you like this video and then comment down below on different ways that you find good contractors or just how your real estate business is doing as a whole. And make sure you all subscribe. A lot of you all watch my videos where I'm not subscribed, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, everyone. So now I'm on Zillow. So this is the secret ninja tactic on how to find great contractors in your real estate business. And it's very simple. I just put in the city of Atlanta. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to sold properties, right? I want to look at sold data, right? And Georgia is still an area that allows you to see sold data. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to more. Now, take note of these steps, you all. This is super valuable for you all. Make sure you put this, so I looked up a city on Zillow, I put sold data. I'll show you all that later, but look at sold properties, right? Then what you're going to do, you're going to go to more, this tab right here, and then you're going to look at keywords and you're going to type in the word renovated. As you all see, I have it here. I'm going to click done. All right, so now you're looking at renovated properties in the area. And of course, you can zoom in a little bit more if you want to reach a particular part of a city or a state or whatnot. So renovated property. And so I kind of scroll down, I look at what looks more renovated. And let's say I want only single family properties. You can do that too, right? You can take out condos if you don't want to look at that. You don't want to look at lots of land, and you don't care about manufactured home. Maybe you do want to see manufactured home. I don't know. We'll just keep it like that. So this property, okay, we'll just check it out real quick. We'll look at if there's any photos. There's no photos. Usually they leave a photo, but this property from the outside, I mean, it looks decent, right? Compared to the Google Maps photo of this property, it looks like there's probably been some sort of work done on it. Another thing that you can do is you can read the description, right? So if I go down here and I read this, the renovated ranch is perfectly located, blase, blase, new plumbing, new bathroom fixtures. So that's cool. That's something that you want, right? And so this was actually listed by Redfin. So this makes it a little bit difficult. We can find a way. And what you want to look at, the price history too. I found that this property was sold in 2018 and then it resold 2022. So my ideal is that this may not be a good one because first of all, this property wasn't bought within like 2021 or 2022. So their main intention wasn't probably flipping the property. I'll probably move on. Let's check out another one. Let's see one that's, okay, this one looks renovated. This one looks good. It's like the bricks painted and everything. And it doesn't have the old photos. Usually in certain cities, they still have the old photos. Look at the fully renovated, blase, blase. Okay, and we have some information about the realtor, which is important. Okay, so look it. So this property was sold in 2021 in June and then sold a year later. So I could tell that this was intentionally a flip, right? So they bought it for $365. This probably needed a ton of work. And maybe they let's say they even put $200,000 into it and they sold it for $760. They made close to 200 grand of profit easily. What I would do with this particular property, you can even look at, the older photos and whatnot. What I would do is I look up the agent. This is key, you all, because if you go directly to the seller of this property, right, which is most likely the investor, he or she probably won't give you that information. I'll just copy and paste their name and put it into Facebook, right? You can email them, but Facebook, you know that they see it. You know that they're looking at their messenger app more than they are their email. Well, they may. We're going to type that into the Facebook search box right here. So I'm just going to paste this right here and just search this person and see if I find anything about this person. Okay, sales agent, Atlanta, Georgia. So this most likely is probably the agent who sold that property, right? And so you can go down and look up this person. And so what I would do here is, I'm pretty sure this is the agent with this particular property and everything like that. It seems like he deals with a lot of recently renovated properties. What I would do, I would send a message, right? And all I would say is say, hey, Aziz, I have a rental in the area that needs whatever it needs. Like, let's say a full gut job. I was wondering if you know like any good contractors in the area, or can you steer me in the right direction where I can find the best contractors? And you can even put like similar to the sold listing you had at, and then I was just copy and paste this address over to him. Boom. Period. And then I was just copy this and just go down that Zillow list of different properties, renovated properties, and send them to the listing agent of that property, right? And listing agents are more willing to tell you more of that information than the seller themselves, right? Because number one, an agent may be oblivious that contractors or that people are really tight-knit about contractors. And another thing is that with agents, you just, they want to eventually sell your property. So let's say you're flipping a property, they want to represent you to sell your flip property. So they're more than happy to send you referrals over to you. And I've been doing that, and I've been getting a lot of response from people who gave me a lot of information, a lot of good contacts, right? And so that's what I would do to find really good contractors. Just go down this list. And the thing is with these type of properties is that a lot of times there may be a big group, right? Like a person who owns a brokerage and their name is under every listing. Another thing is that I noticed that sometimes I would message that person, but because their brokerage is so huge, they don't respond, right? Because they're not the one actually selling it, because they have other agents under them. And so what I would do is I would search for that brokerage under that person's name and look at all their other agents and send that message on Facebook or through email to those other agents. Like that happened to me just like a few hours ago when I was doing this earlier today, because I kept on seeing the same name. I was like, okay, obviously this is a big time real estate agent. And so she owned a brokerage, and I sent her a message, no response. But I noticed that she had other agents working under her. So I just messaged the other agents and I was like, hey, you guys sold this property here and here. Can you give me some information? And she told me, yeah, I'll send you some information. And she gave me a contact and other things like that. But that's essentially one way to work around it too. As you all can see, you can also look at for sale too. That's another good thing, is that you can look at for sale properties. And usually with for sale properties, you have more photos, right? And so for example, this property right here is for sale. It has all the pictures. So you can tell that either this was cleaned up or recently renovated. And we can see that from the description once again, and look at the price history. It doesn't show any price history before this. So, but you can still go over to and find the agent right here, go into Facebook and message them. And just copy and paste that. Make sure you all change the name, right? Make sure you change this name right here every time you do that. But yeah, you can look at the for sale listings because you get more of the photos, you get more of the look on what happened. But I like sold data because it actually shows me, okay, when was this listed? When did this person buy it? And when did it sell, right? And so I like having all that information ready and convenient to me. All right, you all, I hope you all enjoyed this video on how to find good contractors. This really helped me a lot, and I know it will help anybody who's looking for good contractors in their area, whether you're an investor or not. You know, like this can be for regular residential people just wanting to remodel their homes. And so I know this would be beneficial for you all too. All right, make sure you all like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you all later.